Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Goss's Garage. I'm Pat Goss of Goss's Garage in Lanham and PBS's Motor Week. Every week at this time, we share the latest information about automotive maintenance, safety, and performance. If you've got a question about your vehicle, call me now at 703-387-1020, or just email me at patgoss@news8.net. Coming up on the program this morning, are you maximizing your vehicle's performance? Rick Robinson of American High Performance has some ideas to help you get the most out of your car or truck. Our question of the week deals with run-flat tires. What are the advantages and disadvantages? And from our maintenance mailbag, we'll figure out if this viewer really needs Cam 2 racing fuel for her 1969 Jaguar, which is running hot these days. All of that, plus your calls. If you'd like a copy of my recommended maintenance schedule checklist or accident report form, visit our shop at the address on your screen or download them at goss-garage.com, where you'll also find a link to our weekly chats. Or just call us at 301-577-9200. The information is free and could save you thousands. Goss's Garage will be right back.
Goss's Garage is brought to you in part by American High Performance.
American High Performance is the area's experts for the maintenance and modification of American muscle cars. Whether you need more performance, better handling, or routine maintenance for your weekend race car or your daily driver, bring it to the best performance shop in the area, American High Performance in Lorton. And we offer 10% off labor for active duty and retired military. Get road ready today. Call 703-339-7412 or visit AmericanHighPerformance.com.
Need to sell your house due to financial difficulty? Call us now for an offer in 7 minutes to sell your house in 7 days.
Express Home Buyers, we buy your house in 7 days.
We just bought new flooring for the family room and got carpet for the bedroom free and flooring for the kitchen free. Isn't that something?
It's Empire's Buy One, Get Two free sale. Buy carpet or flooring with installation for one room and get carpet or flooring for 2 rooms free. Plus, get professional installation when you want, even next day. Don't miss Empire's Buy One, Get Two free sale. Schedule a free in-home estimate now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
The Tax 10,000 Network has helped people all over America with their tax problems. Just listen to one of the many questions that we are asked to resolve every day.
I've been getting collection letters, and I'm being threatened with wage garnishments. Can I keep the IRS from taking my money?
Our tax partners negotiate with the IRS directly on your behalf and can help stop wage garnishments, liens, and levies before they happen. Don't wait any longer. Call Tax 10,000 today for your free evaluation.
Has a dream of being a landlord become a nightmare for you? We'll buy your rental and deal with your problem tenants. Call us now for an offer in 7 minutes.
Express Home Buyers, we buy your house in 7 days.
Getting the most out of your vehicle's engine is not about turning it into a street racer. Far from it, and the folks at American High Performance welcome the opportunity to help you maximize your vehicle's power and efficiency. Welcome back. We're joined now by a new sponsor of this program, Rick Robinson, the owner of American High Performance. Rick, welcome to Goss's Garage.
Good morning, Pat. Pleasure to be here with you.
Hi. Tell me a little bit about American High Performance. How long have you been in business?
We've been in business for over 15 years. We were under a previous name earlier. We changed to American High Performance when we broadened our specialty from Mustangs to all American muscle cars.
Oh, okay. So what you do is build performance cars, but domestic performance.
Yes, sir. We focus on the American brands, Ford, GM, and Chrysler. And we leave the imports to other folks who know them better.
Okay. Well, you've got some great raw material these days with the engines that are coming out of Detroit and so on, the Fords and the GMs and the Chryslers?
We do. It's been an amazing resurgence of the industry. You know, we thought with the gas crisis and all of that that the muscle cars would eventually go away. It's been just the opposite. It's just been getting better all the time. I kind of think the 2005 Mustang was the advent of it when they went to the retro look and kind of re-inspired everybody to get back into muscle cars. And of course, GM and Chrysler both jumped in right after that.
Yeah, that Mustang. I had an 06 Mustang GT, and I fell in love when they brought it back. There were so many fond memories of the older ones that I'd had, and they're doing a nice job with these cars.
They are.
All right, now, what do you do to them? I mean, do you build just flat out absolute high performance cars, or different levels, or is it all up to the customer?
It's really up to the customer. We view the cars that come out of Detroit as a partially finished canvas that the customer really wants to specialize to his taste and in his or her desires. We get a lot of ladies these days that enjoy the muscle cars and bring them to us to help improve the performance. They either want an improvement in performance, improvement in sound, an improvement in appearance. Whatever that particular customer wants, we help them build their dream.
Okay, so from the mundane to the sublime. What kind of horsepower can you get out of some of these new engines these days and still keep them streetable as a daily driver?
It's amazing what we can do with today's engines. They've improved the efficiency of the standard V8 tremendously over the last few decades. But computer control is really what has allowed us to control that kind of power and develop the power that we do. We have 800 horsepower cars that you can cruise down the road with the air conditioning on and the stereo playing just as comfortably as can be. Now,
we're seeing some cars here. What do we have here?
This particular one is a 93 Mustang. It has a 347 stroker engine, supercharged. It's about 650 horsepower with a 6-speed double overdrive transmission that he actually gets 24 miles to the gallon cruising down the highway. It's amazing.
You know, back in the day, that would have been a 5 miles a gallon car.
Absolutely.
All right, we have a Camaro.
This is one of the new Camaros. A customer brought it to us, and we put the Whipple supercharger package on it. I mean, these were 425 horsepower out of the showroom. This one's now about 680 horsepower.
And still drivable.
And still very, very drivable, yes.
Okay.
This particular car is our shop race car. You see our logo on the side of it. It's one of the Fox Body Mustangs, which are very, very popular in the drag racing arena, simply because they were very lightweight to begin with. When you pull all the stuff outside, it gets even lighter, and there's just an amazing array of performance parts available for these.
Okay.
And here we are, first time out at the track down at Maryland International Raceway in Maryland. And we won the Stick ET class in their Ford Fever event in the fall of 2012. This particular car is a Shelby Mustang GT500. You notice it's a little different look to it, the different hood, but underneath all of that is a lot of performance. Again, about a 670 horsepower car, new suspension. You know, it's the lower profile of it. A lot of extra parts under the skin to make it perform even better than Ford built it originally.
Not that it was shabby to begin with.
And not at all. Here it is strapped to our dyno, and where we do the dyno tuning. And here's where we really extract the performance from the car by fine-tuning the computer program so that it produces the maximum horsepower it can reliably, and still, you know, be able to cruise down the road.
So instead of nuts and bolts, these days it's done with a laptop.
That's right.
Big changes. All right.
This particular car is a custom 2006 Dodge Charger, beautiful candy apple red paint job, and under the hood of that is a beast of an engine. It's a Hemi, one of the 6.1 liter Hemis that we board and stroke to 426 cubic inches. Put a Kenny Bell supercharger on top of it, and even at only 3 pounds of boost in our initial test, it produced 650 horsepower.
With 3 pounds
of boost.
Oh my goodness.
This particular car is I believe it's an 07 Mustang, and it has the Roush supercharger package on it, along with a host of other goodies to produce not only a very powerful car, but a beautiful car as well. It's been a show winner at many shows.
Now you do the suspension and everything on these, right?
Yes, sir.
Brakes,
absolutely.
suspension, engine.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, and that's the outside of that particular car. Again, you notice the low profile in the fender wells with the suspension lowered down to not only give you that appearance, but improve the handling of it considerably. Get the center of gravity down, the car corners much better, and is a lot more fun to drive.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's pretty.
And that's under the hood of that red Charger that we saw earlier. So it's quite a showpiece as well as a real stormer.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what are we? Oh, there we are, Corvette, my car.
Yeah, here's a beautiful little Corvette. It's a C5 Corvette with the 6.2 liter engine in it, and with just simply putting a supercharger on the car, it's now 650 horsepower also. Getting more power out of a car is all about getting more air into the motor so that we can put more fuel in and generate more power. And it's how you get the air in that's the issue. Back in the day, it was, you know, big cubic inches, big heads, big valves, and so forth to try to pull it in. Now we just put an air pump on there and shove it in.
Okay. Coming up, more with Rick Robinson, plus your calls. Time now for our tip of the week. Sadly, we may have reached a point in automotive history where the bottom line is more important than safety. Some businesses will say or do anything to make money. One company was so blatant they even put ads on television suggesting that shops who check the parts that keep cars safe and reliable are crooks. The ads used key words like a woman who said she didn't want to be fleeced, and repair shops just trying to sell you things whether they're needed or not. Words designed to make money by exploiting your fears. They also said they don't fix things, implying that anything they don't do doesn't need to be done. Now follow that advice and you will save money for a while, but eventually the laws of physics will catch up to you. A basic law of physics says everything mechanical will wear out if kept in service long enough. One key to having a car that lives a long, safe, and economical life is a relationship with an ASE shop, where they do check safety items every time you have routine service performed. Over time, this will save money by finding problems before parts fail completely and damage related parts, or worse, cause an accident. Developing a strong relationship with a high-quality shop can actually save you a ton of money over the life of your vehicle. Stay tuned. Goss's Garage will be right back.
Goss's Garage is brought to you by Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hi, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Come see the home of the original American Idols. Our 2 indoor showrooms have over 70 mint condition classics, fully restored muscle cars, and the world's finest exotics that you can take home today. No worries, we have a full restoration and service department right here on premises. They may run on gasoline, but they're still electric. Come see us in person or online at Fleming'sUltimateGarage.com. For the ride of your life, think Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hi, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Come on by and show your kids how cool hasn't changed in 50 years. Our 2 indoor showrooms have over 70 mint condition classics, fully restored muscle cars, and the world's finest exotics that you can take home today. No worries, we have a full restoration and service department right here on premises. Will they turn heads to see what you drive? They will here at Fleming's Ultimate Garage. For the ride of your life, think Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
If you had a choice between going bald and a full head of hair, which would you choose? Advances in medical science have resulted in the world's first and only permanent solution to hair loss.
Yes!
You wash it, you cut it. It's your own real naturally growing hair. When it comes to hair restoration, no one in the world has more experience than Bosley. The results look completely natural and are affordable on nearly any budget. But the entire process can't be explained in 60 brief seconds. So to find out more about this clinically proven and permanent solution to hair loss, call now to receive your free no-obligation information kit. It'll answer all of your questions about hair loss and hair restoration. Plus, we'll also send you this $250 gift certificate just for calling. Every day you wait, you're losing more hair. So don't put it off any longer. You owe it to yourself to find out the facts. Choose hair. Choose Bosley.
Call 1-800-416-8947. That's 1-800-416-8947.
Hi, Pat. This is Hank Neal. We live out in Springfield, Virginia. And my question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages to the run flat tires? We've heard various things. Some people say they're great. Some people say, well, they're expensive. They're wonderful, and others say not so hot. So what are your thoughts on that?
All right, run flat tires. What are their advantages? They give you more trunk space. Disadvantages, they're expensive. Many of them don't wear well. They're noisy. They ride hard. The list just goes on and on and on. If you're thinking of changing over to run flat tires, I would never recommend it. As a matter of fact, a lot of cars come from the factory with run flat tires, and we actually change the tires to conventional tires. Take the run flats off, put an emergency repair kit in the car for the customer, and most people are much happier that way. All right, Jerome in La Plata, 97 Dodge Ram van. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
I had my van, the transmission flushed, the power steering flushed, and the brakes flushed. Ended up, I happened to check about 6 months or so later. I checked was just checking the fluid. Went and take the cap off the master cylinder, and the rubber in there just went bloop. It was just gel.
Uh-huh.
And I put another cap on. A couple of days later, I checked it, and that turned to gel.
Okay, you've got contamination. You've got something petroleum-based in the brake system. It needs to be dealt with immediately.
Yeah, that's what so I took it back to the shop, and they said, you got something in there to contaminate it. I said, well, there's been nothing put in there since you all did it. What did you put in there? Oh, we put .3 in there, and that's it.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe their container was contaminated. I can't get into you between the you and the shop. Rich in Silver Spring, 89 Lincoln Mark 7, Bill Blass. Welcome to Goss's Garage.
Yeah, Pat, as always, you know we love your show all over the area here.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, okay, I'm having an issue with my brake booster pump assembly. And I was wondering if you know of any, real excellent tests that can be done to determine if the brake booster pump assembly, also known as, I was told, Hydro Boost, is bad.
Well, yeah, there's a test procedure in the service manual.
Okay.
I mean, it's nothing nothing outlandish or anything like that. It's a relatively common system. It's used on all kinds of trucks and so on, vans and things like that. As a matter of fact, it's still current. So,
very good. Very good. And I was wondering if it's true that the most common failure of the system is the accumulator ball. I was told normally 85% of the time that's usually the culprit. Does that
if you're getting a warning light, then the very first thing you do is you check the accumulator. Accumulator on most of them is about $80. Takes about 10 minutes to install it.
Okay. And then could you recommend an old school shop that could do excellent work on my car? Because some shops don't want to touch it because, unfortunately, the year of the car.
Not really. If you want to contact me at my office during the week, I'll be happy to see if I can hook you up with somebody. Okay. All right. Rick, one thing. Now, when you start modifying a car, a lot of people want to buy a brand new car, and they want more power out of it. How do these things affect the warranty on the car?
Many of the manufacturers will state that that any change to certainly the way the engine is operating will void the warranty on the car. Certainly adding a supercharger to a car is going to void the warranty on the engine, because you're pushing that engine beyond what the manufacturer had designed it to do. In most cases, as long as we stay within reasonable limits, it's fine. Things like some of the basic upgrades that people do is an exhaust change in order to get a better sound, a cold air intake. Neither one of those is going to have any significant impact on the reliability of the engine. So although some dealerships will want to say that you voided the warranty, they would really have to prove that that particular component caused the problem.
Yeah, well, and that's something a lot of people don't realize, is that if a manufacturer wants to void a warranty, they have to prove that whatever they're claiming actually is so.
Absolutely.
Now, you seem to favor supercharging over turbocharging.
Well, I use the word supercharging as kind of a generic term. Turbocharger is just a form of supercharging. It's just driven by a turbine instead of by a belt. Both of them are very effective. They have different operating characteristics. They have different advantages in different parts of the power band, but they all do the basic job of getting more air into the engine.
Now, do you actually prefer one over the other? Because I noticed you had some supercharged cars here.
It depends on the application. The Corvette, for example, had a centrifugal supercharger. If you look at the compressor section of it, it looks just exactly like a turbo, except it's driven by a belt instead of driven by a turbine. Those tend to come on a lot more smoothly in the lower band and then build to a peak in the 4,000 to 6,000 RPM range. The superchargers that you saw on that Charger, that big massive chrome thing, is a twin screw supercharger. They're building boost all the time. As soon as you step on the throttle, the boost is there. It can be an issue on a street car at low RPMs when all of a sudden you hit those tires with that much torque.
So actually it's tailoring it to the driver and the car.
Absolutely.
All right, don't go away. We've got more with Rick Robinson and your calls, plus a question from our mailbag. Time now for a maintenance tip from our friends at Precision Import Service in Merrifield, Virginia, where seniors get discounts and where they'll take care of your domestic vehicles too.
Thank you for calling Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. I'm glad I was able to help you today. Hi, my name is Jonathan Lawson, and I'm a customer service representative for Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. Insurance can sometimes be difficult to understand, but here at Colonial Penn, we make it simple. Alex Trebek has been representing Colonial Penn for over 10 years and is here to tell you how we do it.
Thanks, Jonathan. I'm happy to be here with these knowledgeable Colonial Penn representatives. I know that customer service is a priority for them. I've been representing Colonial Penn for over 10 years, talking about their guaranteed acceptance life insurance. If you're 50 to 85, write down the toll-free number on your screen and call for free information. With this insurance, there's no medical exam, no health questions either. Guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Your rate will never go up, and your benefit will never go down due to age. It costs less than 35 cents a day. That's less than the cost of a daily newspaper. Call them now. You'll be glad you did.
At Colonial Penn, we've been serving our customers for over 50 years, and we have over 500,000 life insurance policies in force that help cover funeral costs, medical bills, credit card balances, or other final expenses. We're committed to our customers. We make insurance simple.
Call Colonial Penn now at 1-800-326-0669 for free information and a free gift. That's 1-800-326-0669. Call now.
Goss's Garage is brought to you by Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hi, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Remember the wind blowing through your hair? Remember hair? Our 2 indoor showrooms have over 70 mint condition classics, fully restored muscle cars, and the world's finest exotics that you can take home today. No worries, we have a full restoration and service department right here on premises. The world's largest classic, exotic, and muscle car dealer is just outside D.C. Come see for yourself. For the ride of your life, think Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
All right, remember that codes don't tell you what part to replace, they only tell you what test to perform. What you need to do on this Malibu, with what you've already done, is to test the throttle body. That car should have an electronic throttle body on it. GM has some issues with them, and one of the codes that we frequently get is a throttle position sensor code. So check the throttle body on it, and don't be surprised if you need a new one. Of course, there are 1,000 other things that could cause this stalling issue, but this is one of the more common ones right here. So keep that in mind. All right, Angelo in Hyattsville, 2006 Mustang, got to be quick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. It's a great show. I'm going to make it quick. I have a 2006 Mustang. I'm experiencing outrageous hesitation when I step on the gas sometimes. I can just going along. I decide to go around somebody, and the car just does not respond when I step on the gas. It's a recurring problem. I've done everything I could to try to rectify it, but it just keeps coming back day after day.
Okay. Check fuel pressure, check fuel volume, check ignition output, and check sensor response. These are just basic tests and so on. Rick, we have run out of time. Website, phone number.
AmericanHighPerformance.com, and the phone number is 703-339-7412.
Thank you very much. That's it for this edition of Goss's Garage. You didn't get through this weekend, just email your questions and comments to me at patgoss@news8.net. For Rick Robinson and the entire Garage gang, I'm Pat Goss. Drive gently, and we'll see you next week.
American High Performance is the area's experts for the maintenance and modification of American muscle cars. Whether you need more performance, better handling, or routine maintenance for your weekend race car or your daily driver, bring it to the best performance shop in the area, American High Performance in Lorton. And we offer 10% off labor for active duty and retired military. Get road ready today. Call 703-339-7412 or visit AmericanHighPerformance.com.
Goss's Garage is brought to you in part by American High Performance.